people that have kids and kid athletes and are coming up. Like, what would you tell those parents to do to help prepare those young athletes for becoming something bigger than what they are currently?
I think their development is going to be critical. Their development as a young athlete, a student athlete, not just an athlete, but a student as well. I would say they have to be developed. You have to develop their talent at a young age. You have to, don't baby them and spoil them and think that and stunt their growth by making them think that they're something that they're not. But at the same time, you have to give them enough so that they know that they're on the right track and they can still develop. And I think within that, you have skill development. You have I always had goals every offseason: bigger, stronger, faster, more athletic, smarter. And then you also want to develop their health wise. Taking care of their body, teaching them how to be a pro at that young age. That was something that I was learning from coaches that had players in the league, especially in college. I really learned how to be a pro. But in high school, you can have pro tendencies, and part of that is taking care of your body, taking care of your mind. Whether that's massage, health and wellness, whether that's ice recovery, all of those things. You got to maximize those developments for peak performance to get what you want.
What things did you do besides massage? I mean, you did ice, and what other things did you think were like the most important things to take care of you?
Yeah, sleep is huge. Sleep is huge. Sometimes it's hard to get that, especially throughout the week. But closer to the game, I think that's when you want to sleep the most. And I actually learned that from LeBron James. They say during the playoffs, I think he sleeps like 12 hours a day or something like that. And he just sleeps and recovers his body, which is probably the secret to why he's been doing it for so long at that level. But I think, getting your proper rest. I also think, training, putting your body in uncomfortable positions, weight room and things like that, and conditioning, being in shape. I think that hydration is huge. I learned that more so when I got to the NFL, how big hydration was for your muscles and tissues and stuff like that. But I did a lot of stuff: ice, hot tub. I got a lot of massage, like you said. Did a lot of what's the nitrogen chambers, cryotherapy, stuff like that. I think whatever you can do to get an advantage. I invested. Even in college, I would take my little government checks or whatever I was getting, and I would invest in, trying to go get a massage or trying to go do this or trying to go do that. But you always have to, I think you have to invest in your body because in athletics, that's your machine. Yeah.
So do you think that your family core, it has a lot to do with like who you are as far as being that leader for teams and being able to speak with people and all of the things that bring people into you?
Yeah, I think that's everything. My family upbringing, I think, has everything to do with it. I think my parents, they gave me a healthy dose of support and challenging. And I think a lot of times I saw my peers have a parent that maybe was off balance in one way, where they were overly supportive and their kid was the best thing since sliced bread and they hindered the kid. And then I saw on the other end where they were so challenging that they ran the kid away from what they enjoyed doing, or they took it more serious than a kid. And I think my father, and my mother were always very, very supportive, but at the same time they were challenging me and inspiring me to be more and inspiring me to be better, as well as my closest siblings. And that's why I try to surround myself with those people that would tell me the truth about myself, about where I stand and how I need to be better. But at the same time, they'll support and love, when things are going well. I think that's a balance that I feel like most parents are trying to figure out for their kids, and most kids have to learn it for themselves. That even if you're that good, people are working around the clock all around the world, to compete with you. So I think that's something that my parents helped me to understand, and it translated, into academics. It translated into community involvement. All of those things, into faith. All of those things were a part of my upbringing.